Welcome back, Tigers. Today I'm going to read a story to you called Alexander and the Terrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. This is written by Judith Voirst, illustrated by Ray Cruz, and I'm going to be reading this with permission from Scholastic. So today when you guys are reading, I want you guys to be thinking about the main character's personal traits. That's how the character acts or feels in the text. And also, this actually is also a movie. So if you have seen this movie before, I want you to be thinking about how this is the same and different from the movie version. And which one's better, book or the movie? Usually it's the book, I think. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell that it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Already I think this character is the way he acts or feels, his personal traits. He's grumpy, he's in a bad mood. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell this was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. Oh, I bet he's feeling disappointed there. That's another way that he is acting or feeling, another personal trait. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. Ooh, that's mean. Another one of his personal traits is that he's being mean. He's mean. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone and lands in Australia. His personal traits. That's what we're thinking about. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in a dessert? It was a terrible, no good, very bad day. Man, he looks very disappointed here. He did not get anything in his lunchbox that he was wanting. Another personal trait, looks disappointed. That's what it was, because after school my mom took us all to the dentist and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. Ooh, he's the only one with a cavity, and look at his picture, his face. Looks mad. He's feeling mad. Oh no. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy, and then I started crying because of the mud, and Nick said I was a crybaby. Oh my goodness. Man, he looks sad there. He's acting sad. Oh. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. Ooh, I'm having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody. No one even answered. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes, but the man said we're all sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. He's feeling disappointed here too. He's not getting the shoes that he wants. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as could be, except for my elbow. He also said, don't fool around with his phone. But I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick up the phone anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Being kind of ornery there. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. Man, what a rough day. When I went to bed, Nick took back my pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony and not me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And my mom says some days are just like that. Even in Australia. I want you guys to be thinking about what are the character's personal traits? How does he act or feel? Also, I want you guys to be thinking, if you have seen the movie, I have not seen the movie, so I don't even know how it's the same or different, but if you have seen the movie, I want you guys to think about how this is the same or different than the movie version. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.